Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. Today we are going to be making a few soccer projects. We have some heat transfer vinyl, we have some buttons, keychains, some t-shirts we're going to be making. So let's go ahead and get started on today's video. I got these keychains from Hobby Lobby. These were actually on clearance for 49 cents and it comes in a 4-pack. And here's what they look like up close. Let's go ahead and open a pack up. So the back pieces just pop in like this. And it has a little safety pin as a button that you could take out and put on your shirt. And then if you want to change the picture, you just pop it right back out. For these, I am actually going to be hot gluing these together. That way that they're more sturdy. I don't really plan on reusing these. I bought a bunch of packs since they were 49 cents. And I also used my Cricut and I did print then cut. So what I did is I took a picture of my son. I put it in Design Space. I put a circle and I sliced the image. And then I changed the setting to print then cut. If you need help doing print then cut, there are tons and tons of tutorials on YouTube. I'm not that good at explaining Cricut Design Space. I just know how to work it. And so there are many other tutorials out there. I know that Cricut YouTube channel has a great tutorial on there. I will try to link it down below. But let's go ahead and start putting these all together. So I have 3 different sizes and I just want to make sure that I have the right ones together. For these, I'm going to have to trim these down just a little bit because I did not cut them the correct size. Well, I did the size 2.5 inches and they are just a little bit too big. So let's go ahead and just trim them down a little bit. At one point in time, I really wanted a button press, but I think that I don't use that many buttons that often, and so I think these are just perfect for me for right now. Okay, so I'm going to take the top piece, put that down, and then I'm going to take the trimmed up picture and put it right there. And then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to go all the way around it. And maybe even put a little bit in the middle. And no one's going to be able to see the back, so it is completely fine. And let's see. Make sure that it's straight up and down, that way that we line it up correctly. And then I'm going to push down on it. And then once it's dry, you can peel off the extra hot glue that may have came over the sides. But this one turned out so cute. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how cute that turned out. And it feels sturdy. Like I'm trying to take the back off and it will not come off. So I really think that this is such a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these. But let's go ahead and move on to the keychains. Okay, so the next thing that I have here is a keychain, and this one is 2.75 inches, and this one was $1.99, again from Hobby Lobby. Let's go ahead and open it up. I have not made one of these yet, and so this is definitely going to be a learning process. Okay, it says it's 2 pieces, so maybe the back pops out. I'm going to use my weeding tool because there's just a little spot right here at the top. I think maybe you pop it out that way. Yep, that's exactly it. Okay, so I'm going to take this little cover out. And our image is way too big again. I'm thinking that the dimensions of 2.75 inches is the actual size of the keychain and not the size of the picture that's supposed to be in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back piece and I'm going to trace around here. Let's see. I think the easiest way is just to trace around his face. It's going to cut off a few things, but there's nothing that I can really do about it. So I decided that this image is just not going to work for the keychain because it's going to cut off half of his name and it's going to look super wonky and weird. So I went back to my images and I did a print then cut. And if you don't know what a print then cut looks like, this is what it is. This is my Cricut mat. I got it from Hobby Lobby. This is a piece of photo paper. These black lines right here are register marks. That way that the Cricut knows exactly where to cut. And so I just wanted to show you all what it looks like. These images have already been cut. So I just peel them up just like that. I love the print then cut feature because you can also take some magnet photo paper and you could turn your images into magnets. I even did fridge magnets for my boys. I did the alphabet. I've done like our Christmas card. Those are really, really neat. So if you want a tutorial on how to do photo magnets, printable ones on your Cricut, definitely let me know and I will post a video of that. So obviously I'm not going to be using all of these images. I can save these in my little photo bucket. That way that I have them for projects in the future. But for right now, we'll just use, let's see. I might even do 4. That way that it's on each side and it doesn't look like just a white blank on the back. So let's go ahead and just hot glue both of these together. Just a little dab of glue, that way that it stays in place. All right, there it is. We have it on both sides and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the keychain. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the back in. I think it just snaps in. Just like that. That is so cute. Alright, and that is how this little keychain turned out. I love this. This would be a perfect gift for like grandparents or a loved one in your family. Let's go ahead and make the other one. Going to put a little dab of hot glue on there, that way that they stick together. And then we'll put it in here, and it's really, really snug. The photo is a little bit smaller than the actual inside of the keychain, so it moves around, but it's so snug that it doesn't move around once it's in there. So I would definitely recommend that you put it in the spot that you want it and then put the backing on. Alright, and that is how both of these keychains turned out. Let's go ahead and move on to the bigger buttons. These are 3.65 inch buttons. These were not on clearance, but it does come in a 3-pack for $1.99. These are a little bit different. On the back, they have little tabs that you can pull. right, let's see if this image fits in there perfectly or if it's still going to be a little bit too big. Still too big, so I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. That looks really good. Let's go ahead and hot glue it together. All right, now making sure it's on there correctly. Just push it down. And that is how these cute little buttons turned out. Let's go ahead and move on to the next project. For this next craft, I'm going to put down a towel because I don't have a heat mat just yet. And I'm going to be using my Cricut heat press, and we are going to be pressing a black shirt. So I got this black shirt from Joann's about a year ago. I needed it and I didn't have time to order any from Jiffy. And so I figured that I would go ahead and use this one for a little soccer shirt. And so I took a lint roller and I'm getting all that lint up. With black shirts, you can definitely see if you have lint on there. For this one, I went ahead and I used my weeding tool to weed out the image, and it says Soccer Mama. So I'm going to set this to the side for just a second, and I'm going to take my heat press and I'm just going to get out all of the wrinkles. Just like that. Going to put the image about right there. Put our protective sheet down. And then we're going to use our Cricut heat press for 325 degrees and for 30 seconds. All right, now that the timer is over, I'm going to let this cool for just a second and then we'll peel off that layer. All right, let's go ahead and peel up this protective layer. Everything looks really, really good, but I'm gonna go ahead and just press it one more time for good measure. All right. Now that we are done with this shirt, I'm gonna go ahead and set it to the side and let's go ahead and work on our next t-shirt. This shirt I did get from Jiffy, and this one is a Bella canvas. I'm going to take my lint roller, make sure that we get off all of the lint. Let's take our heat press and get out all of the wrinkles. For this t-shirt, we are going to be doing the Sideline Social Club. I thought that that was just so quirky, and I love cute little designs like this for t-shirts. So let's go ahead and press this one down. Okay. Now let's just let it cool for a second. Let's go ahead and peel it up. All right, that looks really, really good. So let's go ahead and press it one more time for good measure. It is done. This one turned out so good too. I really like these shirts. Let's go ahead and move on to our very last craft. I got this little backpack from the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I figured that he could use it to put his little soccer ball in and a little water bottle and maybe a snack or two. And so I wanted to go ahead and just put his name on it with a little soccer ball. So we have our top piece right there. And then we have his name, and then the bottom piece. All right, I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and press that one down. All right. Okay, I think we need to do something a little bit different. I'm going to roll this up just a little bit And I'm going to put the bag on top. That way that this part sort of hangs over. Maybe even do another roll. It needs to be a little bit higher. This project right here would be perfect for a mini heat press, like one of those handheld ones. Don't have one yet, but it is in the works. So now I'm going to take the heat press and press on there pretty good. Okay, this is peeling up really, really good. That looks really, really good, but I do want to just press it again one more time because I do see a few little corner pieces that need just a little bit of extra time. Okay, let's take a look at it. That looks so much better. I think he is going to absolutely love having his own tiny little backpack. It's perfect for just a little soccer ball, of course, and his extra little stuff that he needs while he's at the game. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I had so much fun making these buttons and keychains. I'm so excited to wear these to his soccer games, especially this one, the Sideline Social Club. That is just like so fitting for me. And then of course his little bag, he's gonna be so excited whenever I show this to him. He can put all of his little soccer accessories in it. But again, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!